Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be comparing Miss Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless, what is this called? Flawless Filter, Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm sorry, I messed up the name. I'm going to be comparing the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter to that, and we're going to see which one performs better. I'm just going to give y'all a little heads up. My skin had a little reaction. That's why I ain't got no lashes on, no mascara, no eyeshadow. I don't have nothing on my face, okay? Because it got a little questionable when I was putting this stuff on. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know what shades I have of each of these products. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 6.5 Deep. And I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 6 Tan Deep. As you guys can see, the colors are definitely not an exact match, although this product is supposed to dupe it. This is what I picked online because I didn't know which other one to go with, and I felt like this was gonna suit my skin the best. The Charlotte Tilbury one is just a little bit lighter and a little bit cooler. We have to mention the price because that's why we're all here. We wanna know the difference. We wanna know if we can cut corners and get a more affordable product. Charlotte Tilbury is $44, okay? That is a hefty price for a product that's not even really a foundation. Like, this goes under foundation, and maybe you can wear it alone. We're gonna figure it out today. The e.l.f. is only $14, so you know, when I'm looking at the stats, we're gonna do a heavy comparison because does this have any business being $44 in the first place? We're gonna find out. Both of these products pretty much claim to do the same exact thing. They're both supposed to add like a light glow to the skin, a flawless filter-like finish, and your skin is just supposed to have like a light radiance to it. And how many shades do they have of each of these? So the Charlotte Tilbury comes in 12 shades while the e.l.f. comes in 8 shades, so there's definitely a bigger shade range with this one. But they both pretty much end up sharing out and being flexible with your skin, so it's not like you need your exact match to have one of these products. If a shade is a little bit too light, too deep, you can always blend it out, and it does pretty much go onto your skin seamlessly. For all my people that usually watch me, y'all know how I am. Like, I'm non-biased, but I'm super non-biased in this video because I've never even tried one of these. This is my first time trying either one of these products, so it's not like I like one more than the other. No. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how each of these compare. Before we get started, look at my skin. What do y'all think? Do y'all see a difference right away when I'm looking at y'all before even knowing which one is which? Let me know in the comments before you guys watch the video which side of my face looks better, if any side of my face looks better. Or do they just look the same to you? Because I already have my thoughts, but let me know what y'all think before watching the rest of the video. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow on the right side of my face, and I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter on the left side of my face. I can tell y'all right off the bat, this undertone is giving me more life. This one is giving me warmth. A little orangey, and y'all know I'm no stranger with warm foundations and warm complexion things. I don't mind warmth, but I just don't want to look, I ain't trying to look orange, okay? Okay, so I started unscrewing this a little bit, and I can already tell this is gonna get messy because like as soon as I try to get it out, it's kind of like trying to seep out a little bit, so you got to be really careful putting it back in. Yeah, same with this. Here's the difference between both of the doe foots. The Charlotte Tilbury is definitely smaller. This is humongous, covering a lot of area. I really don't care. I feel like if it applies evenly, I really don't care how big this doe foot is. Like, sometimes they're getting unnecessarily big. I just care about how it goes on and how it sits under my foundation. I want to do a little swatch on my arm just to see the difference in the color. That feels thicker than what I was expecting. From this swatch, it looks like it has enough coverage to be a foundation, but I know that it's not, so I'm gonna use it accordingly. This is the e.l.f. and this is in the shade 6. So this is Charlotte Tilbury, the shade 6.5, and this is e.l.f. in the shade 6. And y'all can see the e.l.f. one is definitely a little bit more warm. This one is much cooler. And I like this undertone much better, but I don't know if that's really gonna matter once you blend it out. Once it blends out, it seems like it's flexible and it just goes into my skin really nicely. I'm gonna give y'all an outside view of what that looks like because I don't feel like you can really see on camera. It shears out really nice on the skin, but let's take this outside and see what it looks like. Now we're in natural lighting. The one on the left is the Charlotte Tilbury and the one on the right is the e.l.f. They both look really nice and luminous. It seems like from what I can see so far on my arm, the finish looks exactly the same. It's been on my arm for about like 3 minutes now. Both of them look luminous. I don't see any shimmer on either one of them, but like a tiny bit of like a glowy look. They both look good, so I'm excited to try it on my skin. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the e.l.f. first, because this is the affordable queen and we wanna know what she's really about. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding this on my cheeks. I haven't dunked back in, I just used the product that was on here, and I'm assuming that you should be able to do that. Unless you're supposed to use it sparingly, but I don't follow instructions. I kind of just go for it. Y'all, my skin is actually really giving right now. It's looking very clear. It looks like I have like a really good skin routine, but I don't. I kind of feel like I should have used less of this. Let's see. I feel like this already has a lot of coverage in it. I can definitely see the warmth in this product, so yeah, I see the coverage. It's adding just like a warm tint. I see a little bit of like a luminous vibe there going on. Definitely luminous. And I feel like at this point, with me trying to like spread it out, it's kind of drying down a little bit. The texture is thicker than what I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be, hey Bert, stop. I did think the texture was gonna be a little bit thinner, but it doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all. You have some time to spread it out, but it definitely does start to like dry down, and not dry down like in the sense of matte, but it gets a little bit, you know, not tacky, but you can feel it like it's not as emollient as you start spreading it out. I feel like I could go outside and wear this on its own with just a concealer, and it doesn't make me look like I have a disco highlighter on my face, but it just gives my skin like a nice little warmth. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, okay, I like that. I could see myself putting like a nice bronzer on, a little concealer, mascara, and walking out the door. Now I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury on this side. And again, I only used what was on the wand. Now let's see how this one blends out. I can tell right away I like this undertone, but I don't really think that's gonna matter by the time you sheer it out. Okay, this one seems like it has a little bit more like luminosity or something. It's a little more sheen on this one. Maybe like a micro shimmer in here that gives it that like highlighted luminous look. I feel like this could be tricky waters for me and my oily skin, because this could quickly turn into me looking like a very hard-working chef in the back of the kitchen. Whereas I feel like this one is just, you know, just enough. Like I said, the e.l.f. one was warmer in the initial swatch. This one definitely leaned more cool, and you can barely see that on my arm. But when it's all blended out on my skin, because of the product and the formulation, it shears out, so you can't really tell what the undertone is. So I feel like these are very flexible, and a lot of different skin tones can get away with wearing them, regardless of how warm or how cool each of these is. They're both definitely giving my skin like a healthy glow. I feel like they're the same kind of finish. This one just looks a little bit more luminous in my opinion, but they're both kind of giving me that healthy looking glow to my skin. I want to see how these wear underneath my foundation though. For my foundation today, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever. The reason I'm using this foundation is because I already know how this performs. It's one of my favorite foundations, so we might as well stick to what we know. This definitely gives me more of like a, not super matte, but more of like a satin finish, I'd say. Doesn't give me like an overwhelming glow, but it also doesn't make me feel oily at the end of the day. So I would like to see if this adds radiance to the foundation. If you're wondering, I'm shade 4Y60 in Makeup Forever. So I'm gonna quickly apply that. I don't wanna add too much either. I'm just gonna do a little bit because I do like this natural look that I'm getting. I'm just pressing this in. I'm trying to look at my skin and see if I feel like my texture is being enhanced. Kind of feel like it is, but I'm gonna wait till after. Unless my skin is just not reacting well to this, I don't know. I feel like right here, my texture is definitely being enhanced, more so on this side. And I can't tell if that just, I don't know. My texture just looks like in this area it's being enhanced, but I don't know if I'm just seeing things right now, but listen, I'm not trying to have no texture on my skin, guys. My skin naturally has texture on it. I think a lot of people's does, but from what I can see, Miss Charlotte, you're emphasizing a little too much for my personal liking. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup up. finish my makeup up. Like what kind of sentence even was that? Ugh. I don't know what this is. It's just, I don't know if maybe my skin just doesn't like it on this side and it's getting irritated or something. But I didn't notice my texture being this raised before I put the product on, so I'm not sure about that. Is my skin getting irritated? Oh, I thought my skin looked so great before I put this stuff on. Like I was literally just like, skin looking good. And now I'm like kind of feeling like, did my skin look good? Do y'all see how raised my skin is right here? Let's check out the other side. Do y'all see the difference? Tell me y'all see what I'm talking about, or am I just going nuts? Okay, this is my third Charlotte Tilbury product and the first one that I'm having like a strange little thing with. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish my makeup anyway today. I'm gonna do it quickly so I can wash this off, because you know what? We gotta persevere. I ain't put a video out in a hot minute, so I'm gonna struggle just for y'all. I'm gonna do this really, really fast, and I think I'm gonna do it off camera because I need to hurry up before my skin really tries to fight back and I'm left struggling for an entire week trying to recover from this. What I will say is this Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, I use that under my eyes. Girl, you could barely see the, I mean, it really covered up the texture that I saw. But still, I don't like how my skin was feeling funny like that and raising up when I put that on. So we're gonna have to hurry up and finish this review. Quick, stat. From far away, my skin looks great, if I say so myself. Every time I try to do a little bit of a review, a video or something, there's tears, there's crying, there's meltdowns. I'm tired of it. Tired. So let's talk about the skin really fast, because I still stand by the fact that I think my skin looks good from far away. I feel like both sides of my skin look the same. You can see the finish on my forehead is literally the same on both sides. There's literally no color difference. My skin does look nice and healthy. It doesn't look overly matte, doesn't look too dry, doesn't look too oily. I really like how my skin looks, beside the fact that I started feeling like I was getting a little itchy right here. That being said, since both of these products perform just the same, I'm sorry, Miss Charlotte, but at this point, it's kind of like no point in spending $44 for a product if you can get this for $14. I mean, that is a major difference. Now, if you have the budget and you're like into, you know, the aesthetics of things and you want luxury makeup, this, that, and the other, whatever. But if you want to spend money getting a $44 flawless filter base that's gonna stay under your makeup, which by the way, I think this one looks better without the makeup, then go ahead and buy Charlotte. Go ahead and do it. Who's stopping you? Not me. And to be honest with you guys, like, yeah, I do think the Charlotte Tilbury side emphasized more of my texture, but I mean, I do feel like any product that has like micro shimmer in it or any kind of like luminosity, if you have texture on your skin, it's kind of gonna highlight it anyway. And I clearly have texture on my skin. Let me just mention, like, as far as my skin getting irritated with the Charlotte Tilbury side, my skin is a little bit on the sensitive side. I get like, my skin gets really irritated if I use certain laundry detergents. So maybe this has an ingredient in here that just doesn't sit right with my skin. That shouldn't deter you from trying the product if you really wanna go for it. But my skin does get a little tricky sometimes, so that could be why I'm experiencing a little bit of itchiness on my face. I do want to give the Charlotte Tilbury one more shot just to see if maybe it's in my head. Y'all let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did y'all see the enhanced texture on this side? Or was it me? Am I tripping right now? Because I'm feeling like I'm being gaslit a little bit. Let me know what you guys think of these two products and which one you have, or if you're even gonna pick up either one of them. If I can stand it, I'm gonna try to come back and do a wear test for you guys just so y'all can see how it wears on oily skin. If it does wear well, then this is definitely gonna be in rotation, especially during the winter months. I don't know how much I'll use this in the summer because my skin already does produce a lot of oils. This is gonna be my end of the night check-in. Skin, don't mind my hair, I already pulled it out the ponytail. But, this is what my skin is looking like. And by the way, I'm on my phone right now. My skin's not feeling like itchy how it was feeling earlier, so I'm definitely gonna give this another shot. I don't know if maybe my skin just had a ton of texture on it earlier before I started applying this stuff, and I just didn't notice it and this like enhanced it. But I'm gonna have to do a little exfoliation on my skin and make sure my skin is looking a little bit smoother next time I apply it. But I do think that if you have any sort of texture on your skin, it's gonna be enhanced wearing either of these products. Like, it doesn't even matter which one it is. But for me, the Charlotte Tilbury side just, I don't know, it just stuck out a lot. My forehead looks good. I don't look overly greasy. I don't look too shiny. But I also wasn't out in the heat today. So this was me being on the inside with AC, chilling. You know, it's not like a full-on summer oily skin wear test. But this is what I look like after several hours wearing the foundation and each of the glowy products underneath, and this is what I look like. I don't know, this side is just really taking me out. And it could be me, it could be my skin, I don't know. But it's bothering me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like my video, if you like any of my other content and you have not yet subscribed, then you're being problematic, okay? You gotta stop that. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you guys are notified anytime I upload, and I will see you guys in the next one.